You can ignore your anger and go help other people. And what do? Confuse them. And you'll get pissed off secretly while pretending to be nice in front of their face. And then they'll find out later, because three things cannot hide for long: the moon, the sun, and the truth. That's how it works. That's why angry people get into drama, but they start off on a good foot, but they end on a bad one. Because it looks like they're on a good foot. Because you can hide your anger. It's like hiding the nitrous bottle. Eventually you depend on it, because you're not adequate for the job. You need a booster. The engine blows up. Your anger destroy you like nitrous bottle in Fast and Furious. If not believing in a God works for you and you're happy, word up. If Buddhism works for you and you want to pay homage, right, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, Buddha bless you. If you resonate with one love, you resonate as a Rastafari and your life is fulfilled. Ja Rastafari, you know. It's just follow what genuinely makes you happy, but the key here is genuine happiness. Sometimes we're doing too much because we're not happy. If you have karma with each other, you gotta clear the karma, but sometimes you just don't know how to say no sometimes also. Do you have children with your ex, random? Let me just say it's not healthy to be friends with your ex. There's a conflict of interest and manipulation that can happen. You're gonna get effed up again if you keep going down this route. You think you're healing them, but it could just be manipulation. They know your weakness, they know your resources, but your ex needs to exit your life. It's like, you're my ex, but we're gonna still have, maybe after a while, then you could be friends. It has not been a while, 3 to 5 years. The young people, or people who haven't figured it out, are in the process of getting their butt kicked every day until they figure it out. This is my 10th relationship. I'm so heartbroken. And they still do the same thing. Ugh. Right? And sometimes you get manipulated because a lot of people don't know how to pick relationships. They just go for the cute one, the pretty one, right? The one with the nice voluptuousness and external things. The one that has the pretty eyes, but that have nothing to do with values and principles sometimes. You just want to holler. And so, but there's some people with wisdom. As you get more mature, you attract different type of people. When you're immature, you look for surface level, because that's what immature people do. So, but when you step into the stream that leads you to a more happy life, you're like, damn, why didn't I start earlier? Because you didn't get your butt kicked by life earlier. So that's why when you just keep following the thing that you think makes you happy and it doesn't, you're like, damn, oh, it's not happiness. Wah, I want happiness. Ta-da. Right, but many people don't truly go for what they want. They just live in mediocrity. They're not willing to dive. So the more you're willing to fail, the more you learn. You have immature people in every religion and mystics in every religion, and even mystics who are not religious. What does it teach you about suffering that isn't going away? Oh, what does it teach you about suffering? Since you can't get rid of suffering, what's the lesson there? Well, the Buddha says what? Pain is, right? Pain is in instead of focusing on all the negative things, why don't you be the change? We have enough people complaining. Thank you so much for complaining about the world. Wow. It would be nice that you became the change. We need more world changer. Maybe you want that girl so bad, but you're looking for the love that's within. It's like the same thing when we see somebody with nice cars. It's like, man, we may want that too, but what's the cost of chasing that dream? No one really signs up to get married and plan for a divorce. A life that feels robotic and numb, and that's why people go to substance to numb. You feel trapped. I remember I worked with a friend at the Cheesecake Factory. She was an alcoholic, and I didn't know she was because people who are alcoholics, they hide it well because they're just always drunk and you don't realize they're just never sober. But are you willing to learn all the time? I think my life became more peaceful and happier when I started being a better listener and being more interested in people's lives generally. Like, you just want to know about people because life is beautiful and alright, life's always talking to you, you know. I want her based purely on lust. And slightly what? Sometimes I get, yeah. If you want somebody purely on lust, it says something about you. It means that you have not got your butt kicked by life enough yet to choose love, which is fine. How do you ever truly know you're with the right person? Look in the mirror. If the person in the mirror is not the right one, no one else is right one. Because how do you know who's the right one if you don't know you're the right one first? If you don't feel like the right one, how can you perceive the right one out there if you can't even, if you don't love yourself, how can you love anyone else? You don't even know how to love. You ask for love and you keep getting heartbroken. Your real heart can never be broken. It's the ego that breaks. The real love is something you already have. So that's why you ask for love, more heartbrokenness, because that's not love. The real love, it's always with you. But the main key here is realize you have a choice in this thing called life. That if your life is not turning out the way you want it to, that you can find a way to be happy, because maybe you don't really know what you want. Maybe you're getting exactly what you're wishing for without realizing it. That's why the most destructive energy I see is called mediocrity, because you're just okay with being meh in your life. Like, meh, how do you feel? Good. And when your attitude's been like that for so long, you're just okay with mediocrity. You could just let go and not make it a big deal, because sometimes you don't know how to let go. Be present. But sometimes you don't get that knowledge. That's why the Buddha or Jesus is considered all these teachers that offer a way out. No matter who you are, no matter how rich you are or poor you are, there's a way to reduce suffering and even get rid of it. I think the issue with summertime, there's people with more free time. People with free time who have no purpose. They love drama and they like to complain. That's what I realized. Because you know why? They don't have opportunity to complain because they just have to work for some system during whenever it's not summer. Now you have to deal with the children.